Hi, it's Joe Hartman once again, wasting your time and my own, because who's watching? Anyway, as I was about to say, with no real segue into it, I wanted to talk to you about how wonderful, it's sparkly, how wonderful life can be sometimes. Just how amazing it can be for other people. Anyway, my friend and I were in his mom's car driving somewhere, and, you know, he's a rocker. He loves rock. You'll meet him. But we'll get into that later. The first thing he does is look at me. Let's rock! Hits the radio on button. It's a freaking talk show. It's one of those like Call Delilah or whatever. The things that are anything but rock. Let's talk. Anyway, so we're listening to it, and I'm guessing it was some kind of cooking thing. I wasn't really sure, but then it was some guy who is an herb specialist. I'm dead serious, and he says, the topic of the day was cilantro. Now, my friend decided, he was going to change the channel. I was like, wait, let's listen to this. But because the first thought that came in my head when I heard cilantro was fellatio, and if you don't know what fellatio is, look it up, but don't click on any links. Just look up definition. And I was thinking, well, my first thought was, isn't cilantro the female equivalent of fellatio? So I was generally interested, like, what's this going to be about? It was herbs, of course. So but so we decided to listen to the talk show on the grounds that it was cilantro. And I'm sorry, it was the funniest thing in the freaking world. The guy said, well, as all scientists have found out, that cilantro is actually a principalate. You see, it's the oddest thing, most women love it. However, men tend to go either way. You get 50 who love, 50 who hate cilantro. My friend and I giggle. I mean, laugh. Men don't giggle. Anyway, then it goes on to talk about, now, I have a friend who is a professor in cooking class. I don't know. Some professor in a field that I swear it could not be a field. But, he talks about, the only problem was, he was a cilantrophobe. He's a recovering cilantrophobe, and I'm cracking up, because this is like the funniest thing. Oh my god, this guy's afraid of this stuff. And he goes, now the reason he decided to stop being a cilantrophobe is because his friends love to eat out. I'm sorry, I laughed so goddamn hard. You get the reference. Anyway, so she goes, then the lady says, well, for the record, I love cilantro. Another laugh. And, goes on to talk about, now next on the show we'll be talking about setting the table. We'll be back with kitchen fantasies. And it's like, we don't even try to make it sound sexual, it just does it on its own. So, my friend mentions, you know what? Isn't it weird that, setting the table actually sounds like I mentioned, it sounds like a sex position. He's like, yeah, it sounds like a Kama Sutra position. And me, being Joe, of, sweet and innocent me, I figured out what the position would look like. And I'm going to tell you now. Click out now if you don't want to hear it, because it's going to get graphic. So what you do is, the woman is either on the bed or the ground, depending on your personal preference and comfort level, with arms out and legs completely out. And, legs spread, so it's like she's basically like this, except that's not quite right. And this isn't right. But she is completely out. Legs spread. Then the man gets behind her and lowers himself accordingly, or heightens himself, given height differences and whatnot, and proceeds to set the table. And that was Joe's disturbing story of the week. There will be more within the next day or two.